We have a beautiful little girl who is 10, and her name is Emma, and she is just the most amazing little person in the world. She's changed our life in ways that I could never have imagined. She's made me a much better person than I ever was before. And she has multiple disabilities. We didn't know that at first, and the doctors didn't even know that at first. Her pediatrician knew at 2 days old that there was something a little awry. Her head was small. And we came later to learn that that's actually called microcephaly, which means small brain or small head.
As first-time parents, we were very excited to learn that we were expecting a baby. At 4.5 months, we went to see our baby on the ultrasound and have our doctor's appointment. And we were overjoyed as parents looking at this little baby on the ultrasound. We didn't know that there was something wrong until the doctor said, "Oh, I better go and get someone to make sure that what I'm seeing is correct."
If I were that parent who had the prenatal testing and was told that information that my child would have Down syndrome or some other genetic disorder, I would say your world is going to change in ways that you can't even imagine. And not all of it is bad. These children and adults with disabilities, they bring something to life that you just can't even imagine is possible before they come into your life. There's a depth to life that they bring that I didn't know existed before. I lived very fast, very career-driven. I worked hard. I played on occasion. I worked more. But I didn't slow down. And that is something that Emma has really taught me. That there is so much to life that we miss in our typical lives because we are able to. But when you're given a child with special needs, you learn to appreciate things that you just totally took for granted before.
The doctor came in and he looked, and what felt like a lifetime for us was just a couple minutes to find out that our baby was a boy, which we were so excited about. But he had so many abnormalities that the doctors said that he would not walk or talk or feed himself or play and run like the other children would do. We were heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken.
Emma is 10 and started to walk on her own in December when she was 9 years, 8 months, and 1 day. Not that anybody's counting. But it was something that was just so awesome. And if she were a regular kid and she walked at 18 months or 2 years, we'd be like, oh yeah, woo, she walked. But I think having seen Emma walk at that age, it's something that has been so amazing to us, but also a gift to other people too. And I think that's the coolest thing is we get used to seeing such small incremental progress that even sometimes we kind of take it for granted after she's accomplished something. It's a gift that she gives us all. So if you're a mom who has just been told that you're going to have a child with special needs,
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a whole new world.
Exactly.
It's an amazing adventure that you're going to be on, and there is an adventure to it. But there's a lot of joy. There's a lot of joy, and you get to experience so much about people that you would not have imagined. It's amazing how good people really are.
The doctor said, we would like to set you up for genetic counseling to decide what you would like to do with this baby. My husband and I looked at each other like, you must be crazy. What do you mean, what we're going to do with this baby? We want to do with this baby. We want to bring him home and raise him and to love him and give him everything that he needed for as long as God would give him to us. I was completely amazed at how quickly the doctors were ready to just abort a child because maybe something was wrong with him.
I tell you, the good days, 10 to 1, outweigh the bad ones. Farmer. You work it out like any other problem, like any other issue in your life. You got to work it out. You know, you cannot come first anymore. And that goes with any parent. I don't care what the ability or disability of the child is. You need to live for the kids now. The kids need to be your number one priority.
When Trevor was born, we held him, we loved him, we kissed him, we looked at him. There was absolutely nothing wrong with him. We prayed and prayed and prayed for a healthy child, and God gave us a healthy child. We did not know what he was going to be like. Trevor's almost 15 years old, and he is the most amazing young man that I have ever met. God has a special plan for him.
We thank God for her all the time. We often say that. We are glad God chose us to have her, because she has just made us a complete family now. We just, you know, she's not my disabled daughter. She's my daughter with a disability.